Hello and welcome back to NeoCap. We are I think it's night 3, and we have to decide who we take on as our next passenger. We are pretty close to this Aganon person, so I think that just makes sense. A little bit of a foreboding profile text, but let's check out what this is about. Okay. Pax's eye would dim as he dropped into the back seat. Pax's eyes were dim as he dropped into the back seat. He looked like a bad day come to life, like the goth face Savvy and I went through. Was that a tattoo on his skull? He does kind of look like a bad day come to life. And he's like all red. I'm not sure if that is also like a mood thingy. Was headed to the 5th Street subway station. Could that be right? What do we do? I didn't know people still took the subway. Isn't it dangerous down in those tunnels? Hey, why don't I just take you directly to where you're going? Let's just go with, I didn't know people still took the subway. Aganon only sighed. I pulled into traffic and left him to his mood. I had my own things to stew about. Should have been with Savvy by now, drinking to my new life in Los Ojos. Nice spicy margarita, made by a robot probably. I didn't even know if she was dead or alive. Agnon found my eyes in the rearview mirror. He pulled his lips into a tight, joyless smile. That's me. Lina, you look about as bad as I feel. It's been a rough week. Let's call it that. Oh, I'd say it's been more than a week. The city feels kind of heavy, right? Yes, Los Ojos can be a painful place. Life is pain, pain is life. It's the only constant I find. Mind if I ask what's got you down? Everything and nothing. The tiniest lies, the most cosmic horrors. I've heard a lot of sad stories inside this car, and told a few of them myself too. Something told me this one was going to be a little new. Well, whatever it is, it's not the end of the world, right? Hopefully. It was like a bomb went off in the car. He was furious, just like that. His eyes burned in my rear view. Oh boy. What did you say? Things will get better soon? Why would you suggest something like that? Do you deny the deep truth in the Book of Hunger and Hardship? Do you oppose the great pain worm? That would be a great nickname in high school. It was going to take me a minute to process the phrase pain worm. Yeah. Well, where do you stand? I don't know anything about the worm. Then allow me to explain. Agnon's voice dropped deeper, like he was speaking from inside a cave. You carry me now on my nightly quest to seek the pain worm. It's called Metawopian, the dark leviathan that roils underneath. We nourish it, you see, and I am millions like us, and soon, just not say anything, very soon, Metawopian will emerge, bellowing its cry of infinite. It was fast, and it will consume all of our pain. All of it, gone. Forever. Oh, that's just great. Also, the city will be destroyed. Oh. Time to be alive. Agadon made a hissing sound. I decided to leave him to his gloomy silence. It was so dark I almost missed the subway station. There was only a flickering sign over a dingy stairwell. He seemed like he was waiting for me to say something. Hey, at least we're feeling something, right? If we didn't, the pain worm would starve. In his dark coat, he moved across the street like a shadow and disappeared into the subway tunnel. I wondered what kind of rituals he was going to get into down there. Or maybe he'd just hop a train to the suburbs. Well, that was an interesting first ride of the episode. 3 stars. The pain worm rises. Oh no. We're below the threshold again. We got deactivation risk. And I guess we got a launch crasher. We are getting pretty low on money. Yeah, let's go to the motel. I was actually looking forward to the dreams this time. Anything to keep my mind off whatever was going on with Savvy. I let myself drift off, trying to prime my thoughts for the flying sensation again. And sure enough, I slowly realized that I was back in my old room. This time, I had a body. It was healthy and fast and strong and beautiful. I realized that I didn't need to fly. Just pushing my feet into the ground felt incredible. Like each step was the first breath after coming up from underwater. I felt like I was living for the first time. I couldn't wait to see where my feet were carrying me. But then I realized it wasn't my body. I didn't know whose it was. Someone thicker and taller and hairier and thinner. And I didn't know what shape I was anymore. I was looking at this body from the outside, and then I was looking at a lot of them. They piled up on top of me, higher and higher. I started to suffocate under the weight of those bodies. My last breath was someone's heel jammed in my mouth like a cork. Nobody saw me die. I woke up covered in sweat and grabbed a Danish on my way out. It was over an hour before I could force myself to eat it. It was actually pretty delicious. We're having some rough dreams in this motel. But we can't afford anything else aside from a Capra thing. Back to work. Guess I gotta click it. My fourth night in Los Ojos. Is this my life now? Making just enough coin to scrape by, never seeing the sun, on an endless search for my friend? It's starting to feel surreal, like the moment the camera pans to the dark figure laughing in the doorway, and you just know, oh, she's doomed. Oh, that's great. Start our shift. What's the journal say? The pain worm. Lovely. Okay, here we are. Okay, we have Una. That would be interesting. Another Agonon, but that's bad for our rating, clearly. Could also go back to Stanzmaschine. Let's see what this guy has in store for us. And he will be dropped off next to a refueling station. So, let's see. When I arrived, Klaus was waiting with someone on the pavement. He gave me a blank nod and extinguished his cigarette on a streetlight. Very cool. Good evening. Hello. With those German accents, I used to keep track of how many different accents I'd hear in a night. I hadn't heard German in ages. I can do a German accent for sure. Hey there, how are you two? They put their hands on their knees. They weren't talking. Were they waiting for me to say something? No, they're German. They're not doing any talking. German, huh? I used to date someone from Frankfurt. You know what your national bird is, right? Let's go with... I used to date someone from Frankfurt. Oh, you know, it might have been Berlin. We were supposed to go visit. But we never did. Same old story. You are probably a robot, yes? What? You must tell us if you are a machine. That is the law. I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, we understand that the American taxi companies are putting in, what is the word? Robot drivers. Yes, robot drivers, but in self-driving taxis. They still do drive the car. Oh no, it's for appearances. Having a robot in the car is more comfortable for the customer, you know? More friendly. It has personality. Yes, and more exciting. Self-driving cars are much more efficient, but you cannot carry out a conversation with the car. Well, you could with the car's computer, but it would be a disembodied voice. No good. Sterile. Yes, we hear that the companies are putting robots in the taxis. A pilot program. Do we understand correctly? Oh, I've never heard of anything like that. He read it in... Oh, what is it called? Eric Zampata. Yes. It is one of his projects. I don't know who that is. Oh, you must. He's the famous American entrepreneur. Very famous. So my friend and I are having this discussion. We think you are one of these robots. Do I act like a robot to you? Very much so. You recognized that Klaus' accent was German, and so you told us what you know about Germany. You initiated a helpful and informative conversation based on available data. You demonstrated basic pattern recognition. Or just basic politeness. Well, I'm not a robot. Seriously? You claim to be human? Then you will not object to proving it. The Higgs Gary. Yes, the Higgs Gary. It is a verbal test. Simply a few questions. Revealing questions. What is Higgs Gary? Are you quite serious? It is the foremost assessment tool to distinguish between artificial and human intelligence. No artificial intelligence has ever passed the Higgs Gary. The Higgs Gary tests humanity, not knowledge. A robot intelligence can recite all of human knowledge. But that does not mean it is human. The human is messy, emotional, complicated, beautiful. A robot is optimized and efficient. It was what a human could never be. No. Let us begin. I was born ready. Your aunt makes a racist comment at your birthday party. Is that a question? Just answer the question, please. Your aunt makes a racist comment at the birthday party. It's not a question. I'd be mortified. You meet your favorite artist. You tell him his earlier work is much better than what he produces now. Why did you do that? I'm dropping the accent. It's more exhausting to talk like that, despite me being German. My favorite artist wouldn't be a man. That doesn't affect the test. Please answer the question. I wouldn't do that. But you have. It's good to be honest. Postman picks your pocket. I'd ask for whatever he took back. You have a young son. He asked to see your breast. What? Jesus, guys. Please answer the question. Okay. Yeah, I would explain the concept of boundaries. Your pet pig eats your friend's best dress. She wants to watch you discipline it. She can back off. It's my pick. After intercourse, your husband tells you he would kill a man to protect you. That's quite some pillow talk. He tells you that he has already killed a dog. He tells you that he killed the dog 3 hours ago. He tells you that you knew this dog. My husband clearly needs help. We'd work on his problems together. Your best friend has an affair with your son. They ask you to pay for the abortion. What? Is that the same son who wanted to grab my boob? If that's what they needed, I'd do it. Your father sends you worms in the mail. One of the worms still clings to life. Yeah, call Dad and ask if he's okay. Well, that is the end of the test. Let's see how we did. And perfect timing, too. We'd arrive at a club in Liberty Heights, the Haunt. It was hard to say whether the decor was ghost-themed or just black. Well, how'd I do? Is that important? We really do have to go. Yes, it is important. What do you think? To be honest, I'm finding it quite hard to be certain. Yes, me as well. Where had I gone wrong in my life that people weren't even sure whether I was human? Human. I'm a human. Either she is an incredible robot or below average human, yes. But it is impossible to be sure. Alright, you've had your fun, okay? You should err on the side of her being a robot. Agreed. What a waste of time. Philosophical inquiry into the nature of a man is never a waste of time. Normally I would agree, but we thought she was a robot from the beginning. And we have proven that. I see, so we have learned very little. Tell me about it. There was a line for the Haunt stretching around the block. Klaus and Marek disappeared to join it. I'll never get what makes people wait in lines that long for a drink. Agreed. It's never my thing either. But what do I know? I'm just a robot. Exactly. Just roboting around. Beep boop. Perfect driver. A marvel of modern engineering. At least we got our rating back up. Okay. First and foremost, we gotta refuel. little low when I didn't know when I'd be able to chart up again. Yeah. It would cost me 186, a little steep, but here I was. Yeah, gotta get a full charge here. Alrighty. Who's available? Fiona Puck, Anthony Colton. Oh, Lucas. I don't want to speak to him again. Gideon DeCal. Let's check out Fiona Puck. I pulled up to a gleaming apartment tower that was halfway between a condo and arcology. I bet the place was full of Capra swag and expensive produce. Wardrobe crisis, please wait a minute. Thanks. I didn't mind waiting. Gave me a chance to think about what was going on. I should have been with Savvy by now, drinking to my new life in Los Ojos, maybe with a nice sour cider. Guess we went from a margarita to a cider. I didn't even know if she was dead or alive. Where was she? What was she thinking right now? I'm sorry, thank you so much for waiting. Oh wow, that's a lot. Was that the standard looking LO? Must have taken her hours. So this is a NeoCap car, huh? First time not riding Capra? Yeah, I needed to ask you a weird question. I mean, it's like medium weird. Go for it. We couldn't handle any more weird. Oh no, come on. Could only manage a shrug. Okay, I know what that means. What did I say? Nothing. And also everything. God, what was I thinking? I'm a mess. Damn, I should have sensed that she was vulnerable. I mean, I tried to. I was distracted. I wasn't even supposed to be driving anymore tonight. I'm sorry, it's been a weird night. No, I'm sorry. I'm being crazy. I just cannot cry in this makeup, you know? Want to tell me what's wrong? I'm meeting my boyfriend for the first time. Okay? I know it sounds weird, but we're already together. We just haven't met in person. We started vid-chatting one day, just for fun, on one of those sites, you know? Sure. 3 months later, we talk every day, and it feels like we just fit. Okay? Like when something happens, he's the first person I want to tell. I actually look forward to staying in on Friday night now. So you flew here to see me in person, which means time for his first impression of me. So what's his name? Dre. Oh, don't forget about him. Oh, your whole face just lit up. So cute. Just a little complicated. When we started vid-chatting, I had my filter on because why not? I use it for everything anyway. But then I just never turned it off. So he's never really seen me, you know? I spent hours programming my any mesh to match the filter. I barely got any work done, but it looks good, right? It's beautiful. Thanks. I spent a lot of time on it. Tested a bunch of versions. I feel like I could write a book on how to design your ideal jawline. What program are you using on your Animash? It looks super custom. It's very custom. It's my DNA. Shut up. You're not wearing nano foundation? Programmable particles that can take on any pigment? Developed by marine biologists who studied cuttlefish, basically adaptive camouflage. Wait, don't cuttlefish do that to avoid getting eaten? Or to avoid being seen by what they want to see? Want to eat. Yeah, I get it. The symbolism is totally messed up. Yeah, well, I'd say yours is more like cuttlefish, am I right? Got her. Ha! That was terrible. Amazing. I've just been on enough days to know that look people get when you go in person and they're disappointed, you know? Their face kind of falls, their eyes go a little flat. I know that feeling. And they smile too big and act too friendly to cover it up, but you just know right then. It's going nowhere. God, people even do that to you? Your nose to chin ratio is totally perfect. Well, thanks. This is where you tell me to, like, just be myself, right? It is a little bit cliche. No, I hate how people say that. No, I hate how people say that like it's some brilliant solution. Who doesn't want to be someone else every now and then, you know? Exactly. So why meet up now? Oh, well. He's actually moving here. Lucky break with his job. Can you turn on the cab light? Sure thing. She rummaged in her purse and pulled out a packet of wet wipes. I never meant to have a screen boyfriend, you know? She tucked her precision curls behind her ears. Wait, are you going to wipe it off? I'm the on-call sysadmin for 3 different companies and they ping me 24/7. I just started looking at profiles for fun. Sure enough, she started wiping the animash from her face. Sure. Just smile. Or not smile. She's beautiful. A lot of the guys are creeps. But Dre is always traveling for work. Otherwise, he'd have been snapped up a long time ago. He's a total 10. I'm like a natural 6 and an enhanced 8. She rummaged deeper into her purse. You're way more than a 6. And I'm seeing you without a filter. Oh, thanks. I try. Oh god, what's wrong? My glow shadow is in my other purse. Oh shit. I didn't want to go into this barefaced. I just wanted a fresh start for a few swipes of color. I remembered the little makeup bag I'd thrown in my purse before I set out for LO. It felt like some time last year. I might have glow shadow in my purse. Really? My queen? I took an eye off the road to grab it and hand it back to her. Watch out! I got it. It's the cutest color and a little goes a long way. You're gonna love it. You like it? It's great. Yeah, girl. I almost wanted to go on this date, right? To see what happens. It's technically still a kind of filter. I guess that's true. She chewed her lip and checked her reflection in the rearview mirror again. You keep the glow shadow, okay? Oh my god, really? Thank you. I feel like this is a good omen, you know? People should fall in love with their eyes closed. You know who said that? Oscar Wilde is always a safe bet, true. Close, Andy Warhol. Oh, there's the bar. Give my best to Dre. And have fun. Oh. Is that what this is all for? Fiona flashed a devilish smile at me as she walked away, the first real one of the night. I saw she had a little gap in her front teeth. Cute. I think that worked out well. Five out of five. She's honest. A little too honest, maybe. She's so nice. Like in a real way. I appreciate her trying to cheer me up. My queen saved my life today. Nice. Not making any money, though. What? Why this time? LPD again. What was it this time? I pulled over, hands on wheel, eyes up, deep breath. Good evening, ma'am. Hate to pull over a friend of the LPD, but we've had some compelling reports about neocabs on the road tonight. What's going on? What have I done wrong? One moment, Miss Romero. He turned away, but I could hear him speaking in a hushed tone. On every channel, this one must have pissed off the wrong people. Well, we'll get the word out. How much was this gonna cost me? No. Couldn't be her. His visor. Uh-oh. Sit up straighter. Try to keep my expression blank. So, there. Savvy. Trying to keep cool. Try to hide even the slightest hint of recognition. It didn't matter. She's wanted. Fraud, trespassing. There she was, her face on every screen, bathing the city in a blood-red glow. Savvy. What have you done? Anything else, officer? You're in a hurry to get somewhere, aren't you? I'm a cab driver. Well, aren't we all? Just watch your speed out there. You're not a cab driver. Look, I'm legally obligated to ask you this. Have you seen the individual pictured on this bulletin? I shake my head. You probably see so many faces, you can't even remember them all, right? That's it. Manage a weak laugh. Well, report any sightings of this criminal right away. It says IP theft, fraud, trespassing. That'll be all. Drive safely, madam. Savvy was wanted and I just lied to the LPD. This couldn't be happening. Somewhere in the city was Savvy's apartment, with the extra room all set up for me, and the bricks of sage incense squirreled away in every closet. Will I ever see that place? No. Will I ever see her again? I also don't know. Liam. Hey, Lina, it's Liam. Hey, Liam. How are things going on your end? Well, just now, somewhere between Eesh and Yikes. Well, I hope it's closer to Eesh. The reason I'm texting is I just met pretty much the coolest person, a quantum witch. Is it Una? Statistics? We're talking about the same Una? This lady is a straight up science witch. Oh, she says she knows you too. What are the odds? Yeah, I mean, that's more for Una to say. Right? We've been talking all night about random things that aren't really random, and the difference between impossible and improbable, and zombie cats. Anyway, Una says hi. Aw, that's a cute picture. Gotta go check out this spot, Ramen Getty, now. Have a good one. You too. Glad that he's having fun. Even and Una, now there was a batch made in quantum heaven. I had no idea how I could help fix the timeline. I just wanted to fix my own life at the moment. At least I was making a name for myself in this town, one quantum witch at a time. Quantum witch. It was well after midnight and I'd met my ride quota. I checked my feel grid. Blue. I had it in me to push on for one more ride tonight, or I could call it early and get some rest. We push on, we need the money. Okay. People should fall in love with their eyes closed. Andy Warhol and Fiona. Okay. Let's see. Stella Buñuel. issue is, if we go there, then we probably will have to refuel again to get to the motel. I mean, I feel like now that we've seen that she's wanted, talking to Charlie again might make sense, even though it might tank our rating. I responded to Charlie's pickup request quickly, without really being sure why. I try not to second guess my instincts too much. Maybe I was just a little surprised to see him hailing a neocab after last time. I think I just wanted to give him a peace of mind. Part of me hoped he'd had some news on Savvy, yeah. But as I pulled up to Capra Tower to pick up the jackass who threatened me, I was questioning way more than just my instincts. Just my luck. Lina Romero. What's a human girl like you doing at a tech campus like this? I was just asking myself the same question. I hate this neighborhood and your eyesore of a building. Why don't you be how you really feel? Sure, I hate your soulless little plastic cars too. Is that it? And your corporate hoodie is lame. Okay, that's it. Glad we could get that out of the way. So is there a reason you called a neocab tonight? Yes, I wanted to apologize. It was a little rude the other night. Really? A little rude? You gave me 1 star. You could have got me termed. Huh? There's no way they'd fire you for 1 bad review. Pick up, Capra Cadet. Neocab drivers have a little mantra: 5 to survive. Anywhere below that perfect average, we're on the edge. A 4-star rating is a slap in the face. 1-star rating, that's a knockdown punch. Well, I had no idea. That sounds like a bad algorithm. I would weigh the averages differently if I were coding it. Well, you're coding my replacement, so I suppose that's true. But the Capra app doesn't even ask for ratings anymore. I'm truly sorry about the rating, okay? Not knowing isn't an excuse. Fair's fair. I'm giving you 5 stars tonight, no matter what. That was actually a halfway decent apology. I'm trying. Not always like this, you know? It has been extremely stressful since Savvy disappeared. She stole something from us, from Capra. I can't get into it, but let's just say my life has been a living nightmare since she left. Things won't go back to normal until you find her. That's a familiar scenario. Ah, of course you get it. Which reminds me. What would you say to trading information? I'll tell you everything I know. So, considering that we just saw that Savvy is wanted for all these things, I feel like he's being honest with us. It sounds to me like she probably infiltrated Capra kind of made friends with him, had him give her some sensitive information, data, whatever. And now he's basically on the hook for it. Obviously, it's not ideal. I don't trust him. But at the same time, we need to find her. So I'd say I might consider it, but only if it gets Savvy out of this mess. Definitely will. Each night she stays a fugitive, things get worse for her. But if she comes forward quietly, there's a good chance they'll let her off easy. I don't know about that. Crisis communication, you know? She comes forward quietly, huh? You don't know Savvy as well as you think you do. She's never done anything quietly in her life. Maybe you don't know Savvy as well as you think. She was my only real friend at work, or so I thought. I trusted her. I opened up to her in a way I never do. Not in years. Not even with boyfriends. Then she just leaves, tosses a match over her shoulder and vanishes. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'll get ready. She'll do the same to you. Just let me off here. Finally. I need to say this. Any information you do share with me, nobody will know it came from you. Not Capra, not Savvy. Think about it. Sure, but only if you think about this. Everything you accuse Savvy of doing, Capra did to me and thousands of others. I depended on them. I thought they valued me. But they were just telling me whatever I wanted to hear. The nanosecond they didn't need me, I was done. Dumped like trash on the curb. Speaking of, here's your curb. I can totally see what you are. Bye, Charlie. Okay, interesting. Here's 5 stars for your trouble. Do judges take star ratings into account during sentencing? Okay. At least made a little bit of money from this. Carlos. Oh, that's a doctor. Hey, not sure if you remember. Carlos. Think we might have made plans to host a medical podcast together. Maybe a weird question, but just wondering if I left something in your car on accident. Small bottle of pills. I don't think so. You just wanted to stay out of trouble. Haven't seen them anyway. Cool, no problem. Thought I'd check. Long shot. Oh, forgot to mention this yesterday, but I noticed you wear a field grid. If you're interested, I have something that could help you with using that. What is it? Easier to explain when you get here. The clinic's in south corner of Frontera. I'll drop you a pin. But basically, if you hit the border, you've gone too far. Thanks. Okay. Oh, what's this? Free? Free parking. Fellow travelers say this lot is a fairly hassle-free place to sleep in your car. I think that's what we gotta do at this point. Because otherwise, we wouldn't have money to even refuel our car. Was I really doing this, sleeping in my car? Yes, I was. My bank account would feel good in the morning, even if I didn't. I pulled over and hoped for the best. I got about 45 minutes of really good sleep until the sound of autonomous garbage trucks knocking cans around shook me out of it. No way I was getting to sleep after that. Back to work. Felt nervous as hell, my stomach all in knots. My field grid shone red like a warning light on my wrist. 5 nights since my best friend became a fugitive and left me to fend for myself in Automation City. But the city felt different tonight. I couldn't put my finger on it. There was this energy in the air. Tension, static building up. Stuck in the protest madness? Can I get a rescue? Oh, yeah. Radix action. Azul's weird warnings made sense now. Trapped in protest, getting scary. Can you get me? Oh no. Too. What was she doing at an anti-cap event? My phone pinged again. What was going on? Unknown. Lina. It's Navi. Oh! Are you okay? Okay, Buddy, I'm so sorry. I've been trying to find a safe way to text. Need your help. OMG, it's amazing to talk to you. Where are you? It's really complicated right now. Need help. Whose phone are you? Can't say right now. Something feels off. Trust me, it's me. I had to trash my old phone. Can't risk using the camera or would send you a pic. But seriously, who the fuck else calls you Elbun? I just need to make sure. No one. It's been a weird week. Hillary asked me anything. Okay. What was my fattest cat name? That's good. Oh, gee, you're so paranoid. Consuela, and she was super mean. Okay, maybe it is you. When we were 17, a gang of super rich boys yelled at you from the gross white pedo van. Called you a bitch, slut, dyke, etc. You came to me crying and you wanted to move or whatever, and I said, fuck that, we can teach them a lesson. So you all tracked them down and found their bullshit man cave frat house. Are you convinced yet? Yeah, kinda. We found their van parked out back and came fucking locked in and loaded. Locked and loaded. You with glitter bomb, me with my spray paint. That van looked way better with its new paint job. Trust fund maggots. Fuck that shit up. We're lucky they didn't see us. Well, they're lucky you didn't let me slash their tires. I was so ready. But you were there to stop me from going too crazy. Always am, always will be. You're the best. Okay, maybe it's really you. Finally. This is super urgent, actually. Are you in your car? My friends need a neocap now. Sophie's protest is a fucking mess. Everyone within 5 blocks is getting gassed. Open your app. Do you see Jace? He needs to get out. That's your boyfriend, right? Right. Something is weird with that. Lina, please just get him out now. We can meet up after, soon. Okay, I'll see if I can even find them. You're my favorite. Better be. There you go. Fun memories. Let's just see. I mean, obviously, I'd like to help at least Liam, but but also like I think I will ponder on this. I think this is a good little cliffhanger to take a break, and then next time we will make a decision on if we pick up. I mean, I probably won't pick up Allie. Didn't mind Allie, but I don't really have a connection to her. I really like Liam, but this is our best way to save Savvy. Plus, also Liam, he's now connected to the Quantum Witch, which can help him, right? I don't know. I'll think about it. Thank you all for watching today's episode of NeoCap. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a like. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Share the video with friends, family, and the people on the internet. That all helps me out a whole bunch and will bring you more content in the future. I will be back with more NeoCap very soon. Until then, have a great time.